like an Olympian. I had something else planned for this particular workout, but after I saw Isabelle Weidemann win her bronze in the 3,000 meters just a few days ago, I really wanted to dig into that sport, which I knew nothing of. And in my research, I found so many interesting things in her training protocol. She's a 26-year-old from Ottawa, and we've been in a 3,000 meter medal drought since Vancouver 2010. So she brought us a bronze medal home, or will be bringing it home. In the speed skating world, if you've ever watched it, there is such an interesting ergonomics of the body. And the body is in this hinged position where chest is almost at the top end of quads. It is so interesting that the body mechanics can be in such a strange spot yet be so powerful. So in my research to what that 3,000 meter, specifically Isabelle's training program is, brought me to a very interesting point of how strong core has to be in that hinged position. It is not a natural spot to be in. So her training protocol takes tons of core exercises because you are in that hinged position. Lower back can be at such risk. So I'm going to do a really big core portion towards the end. All you'll need today is likely some of you will have a glider that you can use, but in lieu of a glider, you can certainly use a little gym towel or a tea towel, face cloth, something small that you can get your feet on so that you can find yourself in this position where you've got this skating motion. The other thing that would be useful, and if you don't have it, is not a big deal, is a yoga block. We're going to do some small sets that you're going to have one foot on your yoga block. So let's get this body nice and warm. Take the palms forward, round and tuck. Inhale up, exhale, round and tuck. Inhale up, exhale, round. Inhale, exhale, round. One more. Exhale. Come all the way up. Take a big tilt to one side. Press that top arm over to that side. Lengthen. Use your arms to press away. Get a nice long torso, whatever side you're reaching through, and then come across to the other side. Soften and reach. Snap, crackle, pop. Keep leaning, maybe a little deeper each time. Keeping your pelvis tilted, make sure that lower back has a nice safe spot as you come out a little bit deeper over to the left and right. Keep breathing. Inhale up. Exhale. All the way down. Soften the knees. Inhale up. The strength of the legs in a speed skating sport is the most obvious thing in a speed skater is the size of their legs. Tilt over, come all the way around. So obviously training those big muscles, glutes, quads, hamstrings are so important. The one thing that I found really interesting was a lot of training involved press the knuckles back, chin tips up, in strengthening the ankles, Achilles tendons, and making sure that they are strong. The skate that a 3,000 meter speed skater has on does not have a ton of ankle support, surprisingly enough. Take it nice and wide. Take a nice softened, lift the heel, twist. Inhale one side, exhale the other. Come back to center, bring the feet back in, balance on one foot, bring the other one up, roll that ankle, get a nice round motion. Oftentimes we forget training some of these weird parts of the body, even if we're not speed skaters. Other side, take that knee lift, balance, nice big circle. Inhale back to center. Drop all the way down, soften the knees. Crown of your head drapes to the floor. Just let that back hang. This will be our resting recovery spot. Every time we come out, we'll come back here. Just let these hamstrings hold. Inhale all the way up. Grab your glider or towel, whatever you're sliding on. Soften the knees. Take a nice little circle, just getting that hip warmed up. Speed skaters are often a very unique body type. They're very lanky, very long torso, really long legs. It's rare to see a petite speed skater. In through the nose. Exhale, take it back behind you. Slide these toes back. Come over top of this quad, whichever side you're on. This is a similar spot to how they are when they're hunched down, albeit I think she won her medal in just under 4 minutes, but it's a long time. Exhale back, hinge forward over that side. Take the arms out, inhale up. Slide it out, inhale up. Nice and controlled. Reach long. Try to get chest as close to that front quad as you can. Inhale. You're using a lot of core here. Reach long. Exhale. One more. Reach. Inhale up. Hold. Take a little circle on that side. Just get the hip moving. In through the nose. Exhale. Switch direction. In through the nose. Keep this left knee bent. Stay over top of left hip. 2 inhales. Last one. And hold. Come back. Right foot is anchored. That's your support leg. Soften that right knee. Take it out. Small circle. Doesn't matter which direction. Just getting that hip open and moving. The body is so typically meant to move forward. When you take it out on a range that is abnormal to where you would normally move, you may feel a little crunchy. You might hear a little clicking. All good. Always move your body on all planes. In through the nose and release. Ready, sit back. Arms are gonna lengthen. Left toes slide back. Reach long, use your core lift. Exhale long. Inhale left. Inhale left. Reach. Inhale. Last 3. Final 2. Last one. Come back to center. Take it circular. Release. In through the nose. Come back to center. Here's our resting recovery. Hinge forward. Soften the knees. Let those hamstrings and lower back just release. Knuckles are either on the ground or dangling just above. Inhale all the way up. Roll it back. So, in that foot and ankle strengthening, we're just gonna rock the heels. So come up on the toes, sit back in the heels. Little rock, just get a little lift up off the heels. Reach, reach. Strengthening those legs. 4, 3, lean back in the heels, lift the toes. 2, final 1, stay up off those heels. Drop down, feet are just about hip width apart. Soften, lift the rib cage, open those arms. Hold, fire those quads. Feel them getting a little bit warm, heels are lifted. Keep breathing. Ready, exhale down, cross the arms, get into a little crouch. Inhale up, stay up off the heels the whole time. Exhale, small crouch. Inhale, lift. Inhale, lift. Inhale, lift. Squeeze, stay up off those heels. 4, 3, 2. Hold here, arms are in star. Take the feet out just a little bit wider. Using those inner thighs and fire the glutes. Reach off the heels, pulse. Important to stay on all 10 toes. Try not to roll out onto the baby toes. Stay up on all 10 of them. 4, 3, 2, step it back in neutral. Ready. Exhale, wrap around. Get nice and tight. Inhale, lift. Way up off the heels into star. Exhale down, tuck tight. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Exhale down. Inhale, reach. Inhale, reach. Last 2, nice and slow. Final 1. Hold here, lift the heels. Pulse off nice and high. All 10 toes have contact. 4, 3, 2, and release. Come all the way down. Drop the knuckles, soften the knees. Let the upper body hang here. You should feel the back, just chill. Let all the muscles just hang as you lean forward. Inhale up. Grab your towel or glider. We're gonna take it forward. So, left foot anchors, that's your anchor foot, it's not moving. Your right heel can connect to the floor when it comes down, so make sure you have that space to drop your heel. We're gonna come out into a front lunge, drop, pull back. So you're gonna feel hip flexors as you pull back, push into the floor, drag it back. Inhale down, exhale lift. Inhale down. Drop and pull. Use that hip flexor, pull back. Down, heel drops to the floor as you get out. Drop it, left knee comes down. Squeeze, fire up. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, drop. Make sure that front knee stays stacked over your ankle. Hold, hinge forward, release. Switch over to the left foot. Inhale up, soften right knee. Ready, drop out. Make sure this left knee stays stacked over your laces. Soften, exhale, slide out, drop right knee. Pull back, use that hip flexor. Drop, pull, drop. Nice and slow, connect your breath to the motion. Drop, squeeze. 4, 3. Last one. Hold, come back to center. Hinge, drag those knuckles down, relax the shoulders, soften the knees. Inhale, all the way up. Take your right foot on. So we're gonna come back again. We're gonna get low though. So in that speed skating stance, nice and low. The other thing with speed skating is the neck is never neutral to spine. You can't be looking down. You have to look ahead. So try to lift the rib cage a little bit, keeping the neck neutral but low. So you're here. Ready. Exhale low. Pull back. Exhale low. Pull back. Left leg is steady. Stay low. Press. Squeeze. Stay low. Don't let that upper body come up. Stay just hovered over this left quad. Squeeze. Use your arms. That'll get your heart rate elevated. Inhale. 3, 2. Final 1. Hold. Come all the way up. Find that ergonomics. Back down over right quad. Ready. Soften. Sit back. Then hinge forward. Looking ahead. Pelvis has a little tilt. Here we go. Stay low. Exhale. Pull. using that strong right quad. You have most of your body weight on there. Only about 10 or 15% in that back slide leg. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Come up. Hinge forward, soften the knees, drag down, release that back. Inhale all the way up. If you have a yoga block, you can put it on your mat. If not a big deal. Just place it on the left-hand side of your mat, and your slider towel is on the left-hand side. So your right foot is going to be on the mat or on the block. So now you've lifted, so you're a little bit off, which is good because it's going to allow you to come down. And even though the block is narrowly close to the size of your foot, it's not as though you're going to fall off of it, but it does give the body this awareness that there is potential. So your core will have to engage just a little bit deeper. So right on the edge of your mat, your left toes are on your towel. You're going to come down as though you're in the starting block. You're going to come out to the right side in that long sliding speed skater leg. So come down as though you're in the block. Press it back. It's got some power. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Stay over top of right quad. Squeeze, side leg. Press back to the back corner. 4, 3, 2. Hold. Come up. Switch to the other foot. The edge of the other side of your mat. Right foot goes on. Left foot up on the edge of your mat. So come up tall, hinge forward, stay over this right side of your mat. Ready, exhale out, reach, reach, slide out, press, 5, 4, 3, last one, hold, come all the way up. Go back to the other side. Left toes. So in the starter block, right foot goes up on the edge of your mat. We're gonna come down really low again. Hinge forward as though you're ready to start off. We're gonna take it much quicker out here, really quick. Out to the back corner, not out to the left side. Small. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Split up the other side. Small little pulse. Ready. Left foot goes up. Soften, nice and tall. Hinge forward, get down. Ready. Out, little pulse. Dig, big toe, second toe, into the floor. Push, push. Building hip strength, building glute and quad over on this other side. 4, 3, 2, hold, come up. Stay on this left foot. Take this right toe back. Get down nice and low in that skater stance. You're gonna inhale, you're gonna pop up on that right knee. Exhale down, leaning almost on top of this left quad. Inhale, exhale down, inhale, inhale. Nice and high, lift, lift, reach, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, power in that left glute. Hold, take your right knee Ready, drop out, drop, knee up straight, drop, knee up straight, lift, lift, 8, 7, 6, big drop, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here. Turn your toes and or your block out to the left side. You're a little higher in left hip, bring it back down, drop, press, sits bones straight down, push. Using the inner thighs, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Flip to the other foot. A lot of sports, speed skating has no difference, that what can happen is a muscular imbalance. Quads and glutes can become so strong that it pulls the body out of its healthy, safe spot. So we're gonna do a little bit when we get into core on that. So here we are, drop down nice and low, and go, lift, drop, lift, lift. Sorry, left toes go back, drop, knee up, drop, knee up. Fire that leg up, squeeze, powerful. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold, turn the toes out, block toes out, take it wide, wiggle down, press straight down. Make sure pelvis tilts, nice flat back, right down, sits bones, push to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Come up. Take your left foot down on the floor or on your block. Take your right toes just a little step back. Not too far, just a little split stance. Come down nice and low, and then power straight up. Inhale down slow, power, fire the glutes. Down low, squeeze. Stay off that back right heel, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, last one, stay low, over top of this left quad, small little pulse. Right toes are just step back behind your left heel. 4, keep this left knee secure, right in front of left hip. 3, 2, and release. Other side, right foot goes up, little step back, off this back left heel. Hips are square, make sure this knee doesn't slide out to the left or cave into the right. In alignment, if you ran your hand in front of your hip flexor, all the way down, crosses middle knee, and then all the way down between second and third toe. That's your safe alignment. Ready, get low, hold here. Make sure the hip didn't slip out, keep it underneath. Pulse small, really small, squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and hold, lift up. Quad should be on fire. Kick that block out. We are making our way down onto our bellies into prone position. So, in that counterbalance to ensure that there's no muscular imbalances. You always have to think of what muscles are being used or overused that need to have the sister or brother muscle to connect to make sure it doesn't get too powerful. So think about being hunched over in that low parallel spine to the ground. That's going to put a lot of pressure in that lower back. To counter and strengthen that back, we come down into, and we do this all the time in Pilates, into this Superman, Superwoman prone position. So before you start, hands are by your sides, just the palms down to start. Elbows are bent around 90 degrees. Before any prone position such as this, the glutes have to fire. That's going to protect your back. So take the tops of your feet, anchor them into the floor. Push your laces down, fire your quads. You'll probably feel your knees levitate just a tad off of the mat. Once you're here, fire those glutes. Take your palms up off the floor and lift. Just a little one, all the way down. Fire the glutes, lift. So strengthening that lower back, squeeze, fire, lift. Don't let the tops of your running shoes leave the mat. Fire the glutes and quads. 4, 3, 2, and release. Shake it out. In that hinged speed skater position, oftentimes the shoulders will round a little bit. So working through mid-back is so important, and a lot of Isabelle's training is upper back training to ensure that it is strong enough in those long torso speed skaters. Their torsos are so long, there's a lot of inertia happening and a lot of hinge happening. And if the back isn't strong, that can be a big problem for the lower back. So mid-back strength, same spot, fire the tops of the feet to the floor, lift up, bring the elbows up, hold the rib cage lifted, collarbone lifted, pinch the shoulder blades, just a little pinch and a lift, squeeze, fire the glutes, don't forget about them, squeeze, lift. It is a very small motion. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Come down. Shake out that lower back. Little shake. And release. Tops of the feet down again. Anchor them to the floor. Then take your hands, hover them up. Lift the collarbone off the mat. Take your right leg up. If you can get your knee hovered off the floor, perfect. Unison lift. Right leg, upper body. Very small little motion. Squeeze the glutes. 3, 2 inhales. Last one. And release. All the way down. Shake out lower back. Windshield wiper the legs. Release the hips. Same on the other side. Right leg anchors. Left leg hovers up, as does upper body collarbone. Here we go. Little tilt up off the mat. Squeeze. Pinch the shoulder blades together. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold. Shake it out. Windshield wiper the knees. Release. Shake out the ankles. And release back down. Toes pointed away. Arms will stay on the floor this round. Just lift these kneecaps up off the floor. Fire those glutes nice and taut. Ready? Little pulse. Lift just the legs. Little pulse. Squeeze. So small. 4, 3, 2. All the way shake it out. Now in unison, upper body lifts up off the mat. Arms hover, legs up. Squeeze in unison. Lift. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release all the way down. Shake out the hips, just rock them left and right. And release. Come all the way up. Sit back in these heels, drop down nice and low, take a long reach, stretching through that spine, as deep a stretch as you can find. Inhale all the way up. Walk the hands forward, using your core. Turn your fingertips in. Drop down halfway to the floor. Hold these elbows out to the left and right. Make sure your seat isn't back here. Come down, parallel back, parallel hips. Unlock and hold. Keep belly button pulled up to spine, nice and steady. In through the nose. In through the nose. And release. Come back. Sit over the heels. Nice deep stretch. Lengthen. Think about pushing your sits bones way back behind your heels. Take the fingertips out nice and long. Come back in. Using your core, think about pulling your belly button up into a J. Scoop it in and up. Walk these hands out. Unlock halfway to the floor. Hold here. Nice long spine. Neck and spine have the same alignment. Rib cage stays lifted. Drop down a little lower if you can. Hold. In through the nose. In through the nose. Drop back. Have a big seat back. Push the tops of your running shoes, tops of your laces into the floor. Press the sits bones back and then hold that long torso. Inhale all the way up. Flip your mat. Have a seat on the edge of it. If you have 2 towels, use them. You can also use paper plates. They work really well, like super cheap dollar store paper plates are the best. So, take both heels on your towels, gliders, paper plates, whatever you're using. Lean back, roll the shoulders, lift the rib cage. So you have a long spine from the top of your crown all the way down to your tailbone. Ready? Roll the shoulders. Pump these heels out like you're doing a little crunch. Push. So press the heels down into the floor. Use the hip flexors. Push. 5, 4, 3 inhales. Keep this upper body nice and steady. 2, and release. Extend the legs. Take a long lengthen. This is our resting recovery spot here. Take a long reach. Inhale up. Lean back a little deeper, round 2. Lift the collarbone, nice long spine. Here we go. Press the heels. Push. Upper body's fairly steady. In through the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2 inhales. Last one. Hold. Lengthen the legs. Reach for these toes. Drop the chin. Let that mid-back release. Inhale up. Lean back. The deepest expression you can find. Leaning. Once you're there, lift the rib cage. Ready. Push the heels. Try to push the heels in. The deeper the dig into the floor, the more the hip flexor engages. Press. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Hinge forward, reach for shin, ankles, or toes. Drop that head down. Release the shoulders, let them drape. Inhale up. You can kick one of them ahead. Left heel has your foot on your thing, whatever you have. Take it out as deep as you can. Full circle. So like I said earlier, anytime you can take the body out of its natural range of motion, the better. Inhale. We can get stuck moving forward all the time. You gotta come out of that range. Working all angles, stay leaning. Inhale, working that hip. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Come up, reach for toes. Taking a right hip circle. Lean back. Rib cage lifts. Take it up, around. Chase that range. Hips should be plenty warm enough to get a fairly big range in through the nose. Lean back. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Grab both of your towels or gliders, keeper's plates. Your heels are going to come on. You're going to take your hands back behind you. So speaking of muscular imbalances, because the quads are so dominant during a speed skating event, the hamstrings need to be equally as strong so that nothing gets pulled and you have less probability of injury. So roll the shoulders back, lift your seat up off the floor, take your right foot out, squeeze that hamstring back, lean into these palms, your seat is hovered, pull, pull, squeeze, dig into the floor, squeeze. 5, 4, keep breathing, 3, got a little tricep going on here in this hovered spot. Last one, hold. Hinge forward, reach. Drop your head. Inhale up, flip your palms back. Roll the shoulders. Right heel has your body weight. Lift up, lengthen, pull, squeeze. Big long reach. Dig into the floor. 4, 3, 2, hold. All the way down, reach for your toes. Inhale up. Both heels are going to pump into hamstrings. Lift the rib cage up. Hover your seat up. Ready. Push. Dig the heels in. Pull. Pull. Little pump. 4, 3, 2, hold. Seat comes down. Roll out your mat, coming down all the way on your back. Working the transverse abdominis, that deep abdominal inner lining of your lower abdominals. Take your towel or paper plate into your feet. Obviously, it's not a weighted thing. It's more to keep inner thighs engaged so that whatever it is between your insteps doesn't fall out. That means that you've unengaged these inner thighs. Lift the head and shoulders. Flex the feet to the ceiling. Nice long legs. Shoulder blades lift up. Eyes are looking just over your toes. Inhale is here. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, lift. Keeping that tailbone on the floor. No hovering of tailbone. Exhale down. Exhale down. Inhale. Inhale. Last 3, nice and steady. 2, don't let go of that instep. Last 1. Hold. Draw those heels down, drop your head. Lift head and shoulders. Fire those heels to the ceiling. We're going down as close to parallel. Make sure glutes fire, supporting that lower back. Exhale, slow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slow. Squeeze, fire. Inhale, lift. Inhale, lift. Last 3. 2. Final 1. And release, head goes down. Walk those heels in. Reset that upper back and lower back. Pelvis tilts. Anchor as much of your spine to the mat as you can. Lift head and shoulders. Engage those inner thighs. Squeeze. This time your toes are pointed. Keep it nice and tight. We're going to use obliques, dropping from corner to corner. Lift the hip. Just a little tick-tock left and right. 4, 3, 2, and release all the way down. Grab your block if you have it. That'll bring your hips up a little higher. Or if you have something, a bolster or something, you can get up just a little bit more off of the ground where the hips can drop. Lift your rib cage up nice and tall. Exhale. Release that lower back. Keep the rib cage nice and long, spine long. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press forward. Tuck the chin this time. Let that head drop down towards your chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull forward. This time, walk your fingertips out. Tent up on them, keeping your spine nice and long. You should feel a beautiful stretch through that lower back here. Inhale, drop the chin, relax the shoulders. Walk the fingers out a little deeper. Hold again. Inhale, all the way up. Bottoms of the feet come together, opening these hips just a little deeper. Hold here onto ankles or shins. Lift as tall as you can. Drop the elbows out. Hold here. Wherever you feel this hip, inner thigh stretch. Inhale up. One of the most important muscles in speed skaters for keeping them long and not too short is hip flexors. So you can take your knee up on something a little bit softer, roll your mat maybe, because the hip flexors are all scrunched up when they're in this prone position towards the ice. It's very important to keep it nice and stretched. The easiest way to do that is to walk out, line up this front knee in front of that hip, and just lean forward. Hold here to start, then place your hands on your quads. Lift the rib cage just a little bit, tilt the pelvis forward, and then feel that beautiful stretch across the hip flexor. Just let that right foot hang out behind you. Inhale, lift, nice and slow. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Come back into this right knee. Lean forward over the left. Walk it out. Release that upper back. Hold the hamstrings. Inhale up. Flip to the other side, opening up the other hip flexor. Walk that other foot forward. It is right in front of right hip. So square yourself off. Just a little hinge forward. One might be tighter than the other. Dominant side typically tightens quicker. Hinge forward, make sure this hip hasn't tipped out. Tuck it in, press, rib cage lifts. Exhale a little deeper. Let that leg, left side, the one behind you, just hang out. Inhale up. Slow drop out. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale up. Flip those toes up. Hinge forward. Drop down. Hold that front hamstring. Inhale up. Take the feet super wide. Big stance. Open those hips. Nice and wide. Release the upper back. Let the shoulders drape. Let the crown of your head drop to the floor. Sit back in these heels for a last big, deep speed skating breath. And release. Toe walk it in. Slow round it up. Hope you enjoyed this very small snippet of Isabelle's workout for speed skating, and go Canada go. Bye guys, have a great day.